All right, today we're going to look at how to divide whole numbers with fractions using a question. So we're going to look at our first question here, our first problem. The pizza slices served at Connor's Pizza Palace are 1/4 of a whole pizza. There are 3 pizzas ready to be served. 14 children come in for lunch. Is there enough pizza for every child? Show your mathematical thinking, which just means justify your answer. So if we're going to go ahead and justify our answer, we need to know what we're looking for. So we're going to annotate our problem. And in the first case, we need to circle the question or what we're looking for. And in this case, our question is there enough pizza for every child? So that's what we're looking for. Is there enough pizza for every child? And we're going to assume that each child is going to get 1 slice of pizza. So now let's look at our important information. And it says, the pizza slices served at Connor's Pizza Palace are 1/4 of a whole pizza. Is this part 1/4 of a whole pizza going to help us answer the question, is there enough pizza for every child? Yes, it talks about how much pizza. So 1/4 of a whole pizza. There are 3 pizzas ready to be served. So does this help me answer the question? Yes, it does. So 3 pizzas are ready to be served. 14 children come in for lunch. Do I need this part of the information? Yes, because my question asks, is there enough pizza for every child? So now the first thing I'm going to do is draw it out. So I know that there are 3 pizzas to be served and they're ready. So I'm going to draw out my 3 pizzas. 1, 2, 3. And it says that they are split into 1/4 sections, 1/4, or each slice is 1/4, meaning that there are 4 fourths in a whole, so I need to divide my pizza into fourths. Now I'm going to count to see how many pizzas I have and do I have enough. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I have 12 slices of pizza. So is there enough pizza for every child? Well, if there are 14 children, there's more children than there are slices of pizza. So the answer is no. Now, if I would like to use the algorithm to prove this, I would go ahead and change colors here. And I would say that I have 3 pizzas that will be divided into 1/4 slices. In order to divide this, I go ahead and I 3, keep, change, flip. We've talked about that. So I keep the first number, I change my sign to multiplication, and I use the reciprocal. And this gives me 12. The reciprocal was actually 4/1, but you already know that 4/1 is equivalent to 4 wholes. And we showed that up here. There are 3 pizzas, and they're divided into 4 sections each. So each pizza has 4 pieces, meaning 3 pizzas, and 4 pieces in each. 3 times 4 equals 12. Let's look at our second problem. I am building a patio. Each section of my patio requires 1/3 of a cubic yard of concrete. The concrete truck holds 2 cubic yards of concrete. How many sections can I make with the concrete in the truck? Show your mathematical thinking. In other words, justify your answer. So again, we're going to go ahead and annotate our problem. So what is it that they're asking us to find? All right, they are asking us to find how many sections can I make with the concrete truck, with the concrete that's in the truck. So that's what I need to find out. So I'm going to go through each one of my sentences and find out the important information that will help me solve my problem. I am building a patio. Is this going to help me find out how many sections I can make with the concrete in the truck? No, it's not, so I'm going to cross that off. That's extra information. Each section of my patio requires 1/3 of a cubic yard of concrete. Is that going to help me solve my problem? Yes, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and underline that. 1/3 of a cubic yard of concrete for each section. So that's kind of important. And finally, the last sentence says, the concrete truck holds 2 cubic yards of concrete. Is there anything in this sentence that's going to help me solve my question of how many sections can I make with the concrete in the truck? Well, yes, there are 2 cubic yards of concrete in the truck, so I need that information. So the first thing we're going to do again is draw it out. So the truck itself holds 2 cubic yards of concrete. So let's draw out those 2 cubic yards of concrete. There's 1 cubic yard and 2 cubic yards. So they should be roughly equal. And each cubic yard is 1/3, each cubic yard is going to be divided into 1/3 sections because each section of my patio requires 1/3. And I need to find out how many sections I can make with a concrete truck. So let's do that. Let's cut them into thirds. And then I can go ahead and count them to see how many I have. And let's change colors. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have 6 sections that I can make with this concrete truck, or the concrete that's in the truck. Again, we can use the algorithm to say there are 2 cubic yards. And each cubic yard is going to be divided into 1/3 for each section of the patio. So if I use the keep, change, flip, I have 2 times, and then I flip this, which is the reciprocal, so which is 3/1, which is actually equivalent to 2 times 3, since 3/1 is equivalent to 3, and I get 6 again, because I have 2 cubic yards of concrete. Each cubic yard contains 3 sections, so 2 cubic yards of concrete times the 3 in each equals 6.